All right, y'all are going on a little journey today. Whether you like it or not, unless you swipe, you are going on a little journey because I've got a week ahead of me that I'm dreading with all of my heart, and I'm going to tell you why. So rather than go pack for this trip from hell that I don't want to go on, I'm going into my studio to do a little art therapy because the way I handle my stress is to art, okay? And the other way I handle my stress is to tell stories about what's going on in my life. So you get both. You are going to get a full tutorial on how I'm super shifting the heck out of these awesome boots and a little story about what I'm going through. So if you are watching while listening, all I did to get us this far was to prep the surface of the boots. I use First Step Prep, which etches and cleans so that the waxes are going to stick, like sticky stick, like a bad reputation. All right, so a lot of you want to know how these shifters work on shoes, leather, all that good stuff. So I thought I'd try out the chromes today, which I have not tried on leather. So I'll make sure that you can see the names of these because I don't know if you can read them from here, but I'll make sure you know which ones they are. All right, so back to the drama part. Am I going through the worst of the worst of the worst? No, I'm not. I am being inconvenienced by the hatefulness of others. But that's about the extent of it. I have my house, I have my home, I have my family, I have my health. So I am ranting, but you don't need to tell me there are worse things going on. I already know, but we all have a right to our experience. So this chrome is Atlas. Look at that. So it shifts between this green and gold, and I'm just putting the littlest bit on, and look at that coverage. And yeah, I'm going fast. I'm not careful with this. This is why all of my products are designed for people with ADHD, because you don't have to do a lot of prep and you don't have to be that careful. And you get a big result. You get a big bang for your buck. So first up, I got to take my baby off to college. This is awesome. This is great. This is also devastating. Any mamas out there sending their babies off out of the nest know exactly what I'm talking about. Next up is Horizon. I'm going to use that on the fiery parts. I'm proud and I'm excited and I'm thrilled for all the adventures ahead of her. But those of you who told me not to worry about this day I've been dreading my whole life at least since I was pregnant, y'all lied. Y'all told me that by the time my kids were teenagers, I would be so freaking sick of them that sending them off to college would not be a big deal. Well, you lied, because it is a big deal and they're awesome and I'm going to miss them. Okay, maybe not their messes, but I'm going to miss them. I'm realizing here this might have been better with a little bit more of a fine tip brush, but it works. And I'm going to blend it all together anyway. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of the gold. This color is, let me go check. Vega. This color is Vega, and it shifts from this really rich gold, like really deep yellow gold, to kind of almost a reddish gold. So gorgeous. So this is a difficult rite of passage, right? We're emptying the nest. We're sending off our children. We may weep uncontrollably for the next few months, but then we'll pick ourselves up and we'll reinvent our lives and we will move on. Mine is going to be a little bit more of a reinvention because my nest is not just emptying. It's emptying completely and then refilling again. Let me explain. So somehow, I don't know how this happened, but we have 3 divorces in my family happening at the same time, okay? My sister, my mother, and myself. So I didn't plan on this happening the same year that the babies left the nest, but you know what? That's what it is, and I'm going to roll with it. I'm not going to get into it too much, but suffice it to say that the women of my life and my family have decided that we're all still young enough to have a completely new life experience, and we all have adventures ahead of us, and we're going to go for it. Y'all, I can't make anything easy. Why can't I just do the same boot the same way? I can't because I always want to test. I always want to see what if. So I am using the exact same colors, but in their super shifter form, not in their chrome form. And they have totally different names, which I will list for you. So basically, I just want to see the difference between doing it with chromes and doing it with super shifters. And don't worry, in the next video, I'm going to show you how I can take it off and do it over again. But this is going to be fun. Let's see the comparison. So my nest is completely empty, but wait, there's more. But I got a roommate, a dear friend who's moving in with me, and I'm super excited about that. So she's moving in this week. And then something unexpected, but wonderful, but stressful at the same time is my mother is moving back in with me as well. But wait, there's more. So even though the colors and the shifts are the same, basically the difference is that the super duper shifters are more sparkly, more glistening, whereas the chromes are more reflective. It's a subtle difference, but I want you guys to see it up close. So while I am dropping baby girl off in New Mexico, I have to drive an hour north, south, I don't know, wherever it is, and pack up everything out of my mother's house under duress. So if packing up my mother's house isn't stressful enough, I have to do it under the watchful gaze of people who have said, written, and accused my mother and myself of horrific things that are completely untrue, and the motivation is just absolutely eludes me, but I have to not engage because they want me to prove them right. And so I have to stay calm, even with people who hate me, watching me and questioning everything I do for 3 days straight. But more important than that, look at this color going on. Look at that red gold fieriness. And now we're going back to the super duper version of the gold. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving these so much. Are they going to just scream, I'm ready for fall? Like, get me my cable knit sweater and my pumpkin chai spice latte, and I'm good to go. For some kind of context here, this is basically part 2 of the Rage Couch video. We got to spend a week changing families, picking up families, moving families, packing, all under the stress bubble that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Oh, wait, these are my worst enemies. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm laughing because I'm nervous and I'm scared. But let's just get back to these boots. Look at that. That's the chrome. And this is the super shifter. It's a very subtle difference. I mean, you could go out in public and nobody's going to know, but I really want to know which do you guys like best, because I'm going to take off the wax off the one that's the loser and then do the whole boot in the winner. So y'all gotta vote in the comments. They don't need to be sealed. They will need to be buffed once we choose the final color. So if you've made it this far, I sincerely thank you. And this is why I do what I do. This is why I art. This is why I want to teach people how to be creative, how to handle their stress. This is why I share my stories, and I hope you enjoy them, or at least find the ridiculousness in them so that you can cathartically laugh at me. I'm okay with that. That's what I'm here for. Also, because I like sharing what's happening in case for any reason you guys are having to go through anything as crazy as this in 1 week. I'm there for you. Well, I'm not, because I'm way too busy dealing with my own shit. But in my heart, I'm there for you too. Okay? We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this.